Hey gang, Dean Hanson here at Farmers Insurance. Got a great question today, and it actually is a really common one. Why do insurance rates keep changing? It's one of the only products that I can think of that has to have a set price before the cost of doing business is discovered. So, if you're selling widgets or whatever, you can calculate the cost of the labor and materials to create it, and then delivery costs and taxes and operations, overhead, and everything. And then you set your price for your product so that you can cover the cost of doing business and make a profit. Well, with insurance, there's no way to do that because we don't know what the cost of doing business is going to be because we have an unknown number of weather events, car accidents, etc., deaths or whatnot. So actuaries have to figure out what they think the cost of business is going to be based on data, based on 100 years of experience with car insurance. They can kind of forecast what they think the cost is going to be. There's some factors that are unknown. Of course, weather is a big one. So the adjustments have to be made in order to you make sure that the cost of doing business is recaptured, and then a profit. These insurance companies are not public services; they're businesses that are they want to make a profit. So they have to figure out a way to do that. Well, all of the money comes from us as consumers. You and I purchase insurance policies. We all put our money in a bucket, and then when there's some kind of an event or claim, some money comes out of that bucket, and you get some to put on your roof, or they get some to fix their car, or whatever the case is. And if more money comes out of that bucket than went in it, well, that money has to come from somewhere, and that comes from all of us. The little bit more money has to go in there next time. But if you think about the cost of replacing a roof, I just looked through a couple of claims we've had just in the last few days. $25,000, $35,000, $45,000 are the costs for hail damage at a home. And if your insurance policy for your home is $2,000, $2,500, $3,500, well, then of course we're looking at a recapture of at least 10 years for the insurance company to put that money back in the bucket so that they can reap profit again. Another thing is cycles, and I've drawn this here diagram to show every insurance company is in a cycle. Either they're raising insurance rates to recapture some of that loss or to reduce their exposure in an area. That's one of the things that insurance companies do. If they don't want as much of an exposure, they'll raise the rates, and some people leave because of that. Or it could be leveling off because everything's going well. Or they could be reducing rates to because they're doing fine as far as recapturing that cost. Or also because they're trying to gain more market share, they may reduce the cost. And then, of course, things are going to level off again. And it just kind of seems like a cycle. And every insurance company's in a different part of that cycle. One of the times, sometimes it may feel that, well, I got a really low rate to get me in, and now they're raising my rate. That's not a thing. It might feel like that, but that's not what insurance companies do. Farmers Insurance and my agency too, here at the Hanson Agency, we're trying to create lifelong relationships with our clients. And you don't do that by deceiving people, by giving them a cheap come-along price and then jacking the rate up or slowly inking it up on them where they won't notice, right? That's not a thing. But the reason why it might feel like that is because of these cycles. So we may have brought a client in when we were at a level period, and then there was a reason for a rate increase. It had nothing to do with an individual person. It's just the way that the cycle is going with that insurance company. But one of the things that can be kind of enticing sometimes is when we're in a period where one insurance company might be having an increase and another carrier may be having a decrease for some reason, to jump off of this ship and onto that one because that one's going down. Where if you just stay still and go with the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows and create a relationship with an insurance provider that can anticipate your needs, that can touch base with you and help you make sure that your coverage fits your family and what your family needs, and because those things change over time. And just having a relationship, many clients I've had for 10 years or more that we've created a relationship over this period of time. We've gone through these ups and downs, and rates do go down, but the ups and downs of the insurance cycles of doing business. So if you have any questions about that, please call me. I'm available all week, all day. You can call me at any time. Send me a text message. Our office number here, which accepts texts, is 972-727-9705. You can call me or text me at any time, or you can find me on my website at iknowdean.com. But we're here, our family business here is here to protect your family. And we'd like to create that relationship with you and help go through this cycle with you, so that you can kind of make sense of, insurance pricing, which is just kind of crazy sometimes. Welcome to Texas. Anyhow, we're here to help life go better for you and our family protecting yours. So stay smart.